Alright, so first and foremost, we'd like to give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Kodash, the honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Man Stone. Shalom to you, brothers in the highways and the byways, preaching, teaching His word in sincerity and in truth. Now, this is your brother Shapal.
And Kazakh.
Alright, and today we want, we'd like to go into a lesson which is based upon today's music and the spirit that one's take onto themselves by listening to certain music. Right now, we understand that music, it carries certain frequencies, man. And with the change of the pace of music now and the frequency, depending on the frequency, you can inherit spirits on you, man. You can join spirit to yourself, because whether you know it or not, the music where you listen to does have an effect on you. Right. And we're going to show you a account in the scripture, but just to give an example. When I once, we also have some friends out there in the streets, well, so-called friends back then, and whenever them listen to music, man, especially the gangster lyrics, them have tendency to start to behave in a manner where, them start to take on a gangster role to themselves. All of a sudden them feel like, them not smoke enough weed yet, where their mind can reach to the place where them can start for, bust gun or do rob, steal, all of them things, man. Right, so it moves you from one state and it influences you to do certain things.
Right.
So that's the reason why we as men of the Lord, we're supposed to stay in the spirit. Not saying that we can't listen to music, but just know that, look, the scriptures, right, are the best music, basically. Right. The scriptures speak about one that can play well.
Right.
Play with an instrument. The scripture, I feel like we can get that scripture, Right. Ezekiel, I believe. Right. Yeah. So music, it does have an effect on us, man. Whether one believe it or not, you have it.
Yeah. Right. Ezekiel 33 and verse 32, it says, "And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that hath a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument, for they hear thy words, but do them not." Right. So basically, this is speak of the prophets, out in the highways and the byways, preaching and teaching this truth, and the truth is likened unto a song. More scriptures out there we can prove that, but continue.
Right. Scripture tell about a song where the elect are gonna know, man, the 144,000 basically. That song where no man can be able to sing except them. Right. And it reminds me, because a song, it comes with a spirit, man. And which spirit? The spirit of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, man. And we sing that, man, and that is what comforts our spirit. Now the flip side to that is the lewdness and wickedness in this society. Because songs is sing about life, man, and the energy where in this society where the music I sing about is sex, adultery, wickedness. You have what you say now, the gathering and all of them things where you have out in Jamaica now being so much in at the forefront than ever. You know what I mean? Gangster, money, you name it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Demonic things, man. And it have a demonic energy, a left-hand energy towards it. Right? Because Esau make sure that he pollute the music and pollute the industry. So if you want to reach certain places in this society, you have to go through many rituals. See? So going through these rituals to reach where you are, no matter how the music sound good, there are demonic elements attached to it. You know what I mean? And if we as men of the Lord give over ourselves and our, time, for listening to these music,
then indulge.
Exactly, and indulge.
Yeah.
Then we are invite demons onto ourselves.
Yeah,
I say something like
which precept can we bring on first?
Alright, let's start with Samuel as planned.
Samuel, alright. So this alright, so this first Samuel, let me just read it for myself. 16. Yeah, First Samuel 16
Judges.
and verse 14.
Judges.
Oh, Judges. 16 and verse 14, it says, "But the Spirit of the Lord departed from Saul." Right? The Spirit of the Lord departed from Saul, and an evil spirit from the Lord troubled him. And Saul's servant said unto him, Behold, now an evil spirit from the Most High troubleth thee. I skip down to the point. Verse 23, it says, "And it came to pass, when the evil spirit from the Most High was upon Saul, that David took an harp and played with his hand. So Saul was refreshed and was well, and the evil spirit departed from him."
All right. So David played on harp, right? Because the evil spirit was on Saul. So David played the harp, right? And the spirit, the scripture says, he was refreshed.
Right.
Right. So that goes to show that you have music that can really change your frequency, man. Right. Music can change frequency. Music can change your mood. Music can take demons off of you. Right. And the flip side to that, what we are trying to bring forth is that if it can take demons off of you,
right,
then music can also put demons on you. Right. And depending on the type of music where you invite it in. Right? David was a man of the Lord. David was a man of the Lord, a man of the Lord mind, or a man of the Lord heart, according to the scripture. Right? Since we know whatsoever David was playing was through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Right? And that's the type of music where we need to be indulgent. Right? The scriptures. Right? The song that where the only 144,000, right, are gonna know. Right? Seeing so there's as I said before, man, there's music, you know, keep on reiterating, music that is out there, man, putting demons on men.
Right. Yeah, and yeah, because the narrative, you know, at one point was that music not really have an effect, or music not influence, you see me? But that is not true, that is false. You see me? Because here we just read the scripture, we tell us how David played music, and that basically refreshed Saul's spirit. You see me? Take off the evil spirit from off of him. So yes, therefore music can put spirits upon you. You see me? I will know say how a lot of these record labels, them put trance and them thing that over the music them when them put them out. You see it?
Let's bring out
anyone.
Alright, yeah. I'll speak about the record label. Now let's bring out this quick. This is Ephesians 5 and verse 11. You can expound upon it. It's and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them.
Right. And a lot of the music we are listening, or we are hear nowadays, are really works of darkness. You know what I mean? Because as the brother going on before, them are sing about witchcraft, not just singing about it, but actually praising it, romanticizing it, witchcraft, this gangster type of thing, you know, killing each other, murder basically, you see me? Robbing, stealing, adultery, whorism, you know what I mean? All of them little things there, yo. Them they are the works of darkness, right? And once you basically indulge in the music, right, where I push these things, you basically work with you basically go with the works of darkness, yo.
That's right. Alright. So the scripture says, have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. For it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret.
Right. And as the scripture says, it is a shame if a man from back then, you know what I mean, if you come and see and hear the things them what people are do nowadays, he probably would have mad out. He couldn't believe, say, yo, this how people gone to.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I said it, all of them things were them. It would have been a shame back then, but now there is no shame, because all of these things are being done in the open.
Right.
You know what I mean? Adultery, eating pork, all of these things people used to hide and do, hide and commit sin.
Right. But even when you mentioned them praying over them cast spells or trends on the music,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You have certain rituals where them have to even attend certain things, where them have to go through it. Because you know that scripture say what they that are highly esteemed. Let me get that quickly, bro. It's a Luke 16 and verse 15. He said, and he said unto them, ye are they which justify yourselves before men,
right?
But Yahweh Bashim shall know it your hearts, for that which is highly esteemed among men is an abomination in the sight of Yahweh Bashim Shai.
Right.
Seeing so all of these artists who you see that are highly esteemed, they are an abomination, man. They might do some things in secret according to the scripture in Ephesians 5, right? Which if them come out and speak it, you know what I mean? Trust me, although they say, it's out there in the open,
right.
But they have certain blood rituals, they have certain things that they have to even attend just to make it up there. So when you see your favorite artist selling billions, you know what I mean, a record, you know what I mean, making money, living the life, you know what I mean, there's certain things that the gatekeepers of this music industry, you know what I mean, you have to go through them. If you need to get to that place, right, you need to go through them. And the way to go through them, you can't go through them with a pure heart and a pure mind.
Right.
Them set it up that you have to be corrupted, man. Right? So that them can have handle over you. Right? Them now gonna let you somebody where look upon the ones them were started out as, or look upon any artist who started out innocent, right? Or of this innocent look. Once you start to see them start to make a lot of money, and them the gatekeepers start to see them, and them need to go through to make those millions.
Yep.
Them character change.
A 180.
Yeah, them character change. Them videos start to change. Them personality. You know what I mean? They start to change, right? And it does have effect on our people.
Right.
Shensia, for example, you know what I mean? Started out, if you watch some of her early videos, them, you know, she always lewd and slap, but no, it's a more darker type of vibration, man. And the youths, she are the one with Jamaican females, right?
Yep.
Starting with in these schools, and even smaller children, man, really look up to. You know what I mean? And what she's promoting, whoredom. Then you have the kids, them now when they reach a certain age, all their desire is to be a whore.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So when we say that there's demonic vibration behind this music, it is insane for a young child to grow up wanting to be a whore, man.
Alright.
Those are demons. You know?
Alright. This is okay. I don't know why this now bring up the preset them when I click on them. But this is Jeremiah 4 and verse 22. Right? It says, for my people is foolish, they have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil,
That's right.
but to do good they have no knowledge.
That's right, man. For people, for do good, they don't have the knowledge, right? For follow the laws and statutes of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, them don't want to do that, because to do righteousness is like a burden. Sorry, to do righteousness is like a burden, man. That's why it easy. That's why the scripture said the way to destruction, man, is a broad way, right? And the way to righteousness is narrow, because to do righteousness in a wicked society, it one of the hardest thing, man, for a man to do. Even us in the truth, right? We need the thing that keep us grounded, man, is the brotherhood, and for no one say, yo, look, we don't have no place here, right? See, right? And it's a fight for even stick to the righteous part. You know what I mean? For continuing at the righteous part, man. So what say the ones that when have the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua on them? You know what I mean? So it's hard to do righteousness in a wicked society. But it is evil. It is easy, it is easy to do evil. You know?
Good. This is Exodus 23 and verse 2. It says, thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to rest judgment.
Right.
Yeah, so the point there is that not to follow a multitude to the evil, right? Because as the scripture say, you know what I mean, narrow is the path to righteousness, just to paraphrase, and broad is the gate. You know what I mean? So we know say a majority of our people are gonna choose the evil part. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, you know what I mean, we still have to come out here and make people know, because we still have to do this for the elect.
Right.
You see me, make them know, say, yo, look, all these things, yo, you know what I mean, was created. Remember, as a matter of fact, remember who actually in control of the earth right now. You know what I mean? The man Esau, the wicked, right? Malachi 1 and 4. You know what I mean? Him shall be called the bard of wickedness, yo. You see me? So them in control, so you know, say you are just wickedness I go on in the earth. Right? So everything where them on your hand touch, just know say wickedness, some form of evil is behind it. Right? And the same goes for music. And this is a very strategic thing too, because music is a universal thing. Right? Him as Isa attack we from all aspects, from every angle, yo. Food, spirituality, and give some stupid religions, you know what I mean, music, entertainment, seeing. So Esau really attack we from all angles, forget we for draw we more and more from the most side.
And just for to say about the music it have a lot of things, because to if you need something to span through generation, man, a lot of people would have put it in the form of a song.
Right.
Because music is a thing we easily remembered. Music, if you need something, just like the Psalms of David.
God.
David write many songs, man, right? And it transcends time. Bob Marley did what? One Love for much years ago.
Right.
Today people know generation passed, generation died. Well, a lot of people died, people born, people died, people born, and One Love is still being sung today.
Yeah.
One of the biggest songs out of Jamaica, right? Music does that, man. One of the things what Esau does is corrupt the music.
Exactly.
You see me? And corrupt the music. So for generation and generation down, it's be a madness. See? Another thing what music does, music changes your mood. You know what I mean? Put you in an energy, in a certain vibration, depending on the type of frequency that music is being played. It can put your mind at ease, or it can disturb your peace.
Right.
You know what I mean? So one other thing what Esau does is mess around the frequency that the music is being played on.
Right.
Remember back in the 80s, there were a lot of love songs coming up. You know what I mean? You have the GBs or BGs. BGs. Yeah, BGs. And you have you have Marvin Gaye, it was a era, and the Apostle Gabar always bring it out. It was an era where music used to nice them time. Just for roughly, music used to nice them time. No. I mean, when I say it was always,
Yeah, because you still have certain type of wicked lyrics,
See, in Jamaica, music was always like a rebellious message, saying that, look, Babylon's supposed to fall,
Right.
wake up
the children of
Israel, you know what I mean, Desmond Dekker, and the apostles them always, be Israelites. So there was always message in the music.
Right.
It was meant to comfort, swing low, sweet chariots.
Right.
You know what I mean? All of these things was message in the music which was meant to comfort you, man. Music was meant to comfort you. That's why David sang music for comfort his soul. You know what I mean? And that's what that's what we lost. Because now Esau is in control in the music to pollute your soul. You see? And that's what a lot of demons, that's why this place is so demonic, man. That's why we need to left. The scripture says what? Arise and depart. But this is not your rest, man. For it will pollute you with a soul destruction. You have something?
Yeah. Let's see.
Right. I have a scripture in Revelation, even though it's speaking about the elect. I'm sure. Right. This is Revelation 14 and verse 3. It says, and they sang as it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders, right? And no man was able to learn that song, but 144,000 that were redeemed from the earth. Right? So, and this is speaking about the knowledge and understanding, man. Right? The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Right? As we refer to in Ezekiel. You know what I mean? It's like a song that's been playing on an instrument. Right? But people will not hear it. Because here is a song here's a song where we have no preaching through the four kinds of the earth playing in the highways and byways. You know what I mean? As you turn on your YouTube, there's prophets out there on the highways and the byways singing this song. You know what I mean? But nobody can't register.
Gun.
You understand? It can't register. Martin Luther King come and sing a song. It's been played now over and over. Yep. You know what I mean? That the wisdom what they had back then of coming together and whatever. It's been played because it's not the truth. You know what I mean? And Esau know it, so Esau allow it to go through. But this come with a different spirit and a different energy, man.
All right.
You know? So whenever we go out there and preaching, teaching this word, you know what I mean, we get cold shoulders because this is not what the society wants to hear. Right? Because it's coming from Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai.
Right.
Yes,
and the scripture says so what righteousness with unrighteousness. You can bring that out to look for it. A second.
Yeah, man, I remember back then in the days my grandmother used to come from a market. She was selling at the market. And when she come home, she was, even though all of these hymns and thing, it wasn't referring to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. But you know what I mean, she found some sort of comfort, you know what I mean, because the scripture said, we have a zeal of God, but not according to knowledge. But it gave her some sort of comfort when she hum the songs, man. I can't remember some of the songs then, but when she hum them, you know what I mean, you hear her just sit down in a rocking chair and just hum the song them, hum the hymn, and it gave her some sort of comfort until she just drift off to sleep. You know what I mean? And trust me, that's, I always think that's spiritual, man.
Alright, so this is 2 Corinthians 6:12. Salakap 6:14 says, "Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers, for what fellowship are righteousness with unrighteousness,
Right.
and what communion are light with darkness."
Alright, so the music of this world is darkness, man. Right? Very few music you can listen to, because you have little music out there still. But it's very few, and that's why we say that's why I read the scripture speaking about the 144,000 that will learn the new song, which is the scriptures, the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai through these scriptures. And we don't know if we are a part of the number, right? The 144,000. We know that we are called, you know what I mean, but we don't know if we are chosen. So yeah, that's why we're putting in this work. You know what I mean? So Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, you know what I mean, can see our labor, So, I guess the point has been made, but, what we're basically saying is that, look, careful of the music, you know what I mean, and guard your mind, and, you know what I mean, from these frequencies, or these music, basically overindulging, you know what I mean, I myself have seen brothers overindulging in certain music. And it's like them start to get miserable, them personality start to change, and them start to get agitated, you know what I mean, because the music, it does have a frequency, energy towards it. And then you have a set of music, it puts you in a trance, man. It make you, you know what I mean, you don't need these things to really put you back to sleep, going out there back. We're supposed to be prophets, and the life of a prophet is not easy. You know what I mean?
Yep.
The only thing we need, man, is the knowledge, understanding of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. The words of the scripture, that is true music we need, man. You know anything? You have any scriptures?
Yeah, I just bring up this. Right. This Isaiah 5:20 says, "Woe unto them that call evil good, and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight."
That's right.
Alright, so yeah, as I can see, I mean, the and it is very evident, you see me, well, them basically are put good for evil and evil for good, you know what I mean, because a lot of people will think that these music, what them biggest excuse is that, oh, me I sing about my reality or which part me live or where me come from, you see me. So that's why me I do gangster lyrics and Ray, and even Shensia. A lot of people will feel like say, oh, she put a positive message to uplift young women or to liberate young women, but that's not the way to go, yo. You know what I mean? That is evil being set for good.
Alright.
You see me?
Yeah.
So you know, there's a ton more we can add, but not to make this too long.
Right.
Hopefully this lesson was edifying. And with that one, give all praises again to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kodash, double honors to the apostles of Graven Stone,
Right.
and shalom to the Akim pushing this word in sincerity and truth.
Shalom.